All right, my watch list for Thursday. Let's start with E-Trade ETFC. It's got a trend line that it's trying to break here. It hit this little over 23 here, a little below 23, right that same spot, and working its way back up. Schwab is breaking out here, so I just kind of looked for some peers, and I said, hey, you know what? E-Trade looks pretty good, up over 23. So that's on watch. TKMR. You can't really tell, but you know, by looking at the daily, but this is holding the 20-day. It looked like it was going to bounce yesterday and then closed at its lows, but then it's right back up today. So if I switch to 15-minute candles, it was just basing all day right below, what was the high of the day? 1920-ish, something like that, 1925, basing all day. And then the day before that, the high was 1954. You can kind of picture an inverse head and shoulders here too. So I like this as a potential long. 1926 might be enough to get it going. So keep that one in your notes, TKMR. It's holding support here at the 20-day. So I do like it. FEYE. I've got a little line drawn there at the recent high, and it's nice volume today and trying to get through that area. So I want to watch this one for a continuation. Kind of came back a little bit at the end, but that doesn't mean that much to me. I want to look for a potential long in FEYE. Thinner one here, CSUN, but the reason it's interesting is because it's a low float, like 4 million or something shares, and 20-something, 24% short. At least that's the last I saw on finviz.com. Assuming those numbers are true, you know, this one has potential to take out, let's see, this is Wednesday, take out Tuesday's high maybe, and even go to 4, and if it gets through 4, maybe a crazy move. So if solars are strong, look to CSUN for a low-priced solar play that could really maybe squeeze. Taser. Had that on Bounce Watch today in chat when it started to come off here. We're getting into lunchtime. I said I'm not really a fan of lunchtime trades, but I said Taser does look good coming off this base here with a low of day stop, and it ended up running the rest of the day. Now, I made 0 off of that. I didn't take it. I don't like trading into lunch, but you know, it still looks good. A nice bounce off the 8-day moving average, and this whole space, you know, may get some legs again. It's been a bit since these. The whole DGLY space has gone crazy, right? And now the DGLY is hitting the 8-day VII, which I have a swing trade in. I didn't get to add any today, but a 352 average. I think this one could give a nice move one of these days, ISNS. So that whole space is really getting oversold here, and I think we could get a really nice bounce in them one day. But the leader, the one you have to really watch, is DGLY. If that rips, the other two that I just mentioned should go too. WB. Had a really nice call on this one by Zozo yesterday. Then, you know what? It sold off and then right back up near the high. So I still want to watch WB for a potential long on an intraday basis. CAMT. Gapped up today, took out recent highs before selling, sold off most of the afternoon. But I still want to watch this one. What I'd like to see is the thing, you know, trade between 410 and 420 for a couple hours and then an upside break. And CAMT, as you can see right here, can move pretty nicely at times. So I always say this, doesn't cost me anything to have these on the chart. EVRY, another one that's kind of quiet. It broke through 3 the other day, and then the market's been weak, and so it's got like a 3-day pullback, but a little bit of a tail today, and it's holding the 8-day. I want to watch this one for a potential long. I like it over 290. That was today's high, was 290. So over 290, that might just start the next leg back up and retest these recent highs. So EVRY is on watch. And then if you want to throw a crazy, crazy one, RADA, after this move from whatever it was, $1.50 something to past 6, 2 down days now. We're at 352. So you know, if you get down, I can't give you a price because I don't know how it's going to trade tomorrow. For all I know, it could open at 3 and then sell off, and then we would play maybe an intraday reversal, or it could open at 250 and give a break of the 5-minute high after the gap down. So there's a lot of ways that we play these, but it really depends on how it opens. So I'm just going to have to say this one is on a chart tomorrow, and we'll see if we get a decent setup in it. I think that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. Well, actually, CSLT, I want to share this one with you. I still like this one. It's kind of after the bounce, it's kind of gone into a range. Let me zoom in a little bit. A lot of shorts in this one. And so if we can break out nicely through this range, watch the volume on this one. Very clean pullback there, and now we're in a range. But if we can get up over this range to this area, this one could make a really nice move. So I'd really rather see this, stay in this range for a week or two and then give me that break, because really you could argue that it's run for 2.5 days. So keep that in mind when stalking something like that. And that's a longer list than I'm really comfortable with, because we'll find other stuff as the day unfolds tomorrow as well. But we'll start with that list, and I will follow up tomorrow night and let you know what we did with it. All right, have a good night.